Hello, we are Trang Bui and Loc Nguyen analyzing financial statements of the company Vinamilk during the period of 5 years from 2012 to 2017, but we will focus on 2 years 2016 and 2017. First, let me introduce about the company. Vinamilk is the leading dairy company in Vietnam, producing more than 200 product lines with innovative solutions meeting the international standards. Its products are consumed in 40 countries around the world, but the main market of Vinamilk is Vietnam, where 85% of its sales generated in 2018. We have made preliminary research about the company. 2017 was a challenging year for Vinamilk due to fluctuating market conditions and fierce competition. However, it still achieved several successes when most of the financial indicators grew positively, especially its revenue in 2017 doubled the number in 2012 and accounted for 50% of the market share. The company is profitable with a 9.8% increase of profit. Contributing to this success, Vinamilk was outstanding from other competitors by its diversified portfolio products, innovative solutions, and its wide production and distribution system. Learning more about the financial status of the company, we first analyze its trend. From 2012 to 2017, most figures of the key indicators were moving upwards, and some of them in 2017 even double the number in 2012, such as revenue, profit, total assets, and total liabilities, except share capital will stay the same compared to 2016. Regarding trends between years 16 and 17, the balance sheet was doing well, with figures of revenue and all kinds of profit increased by more than 8.5%. Share of the profit in associates will make impressive change of more than 300%. There is a notable figure of result of the other activities declined drastically due to huge expenses from book value of the fixed assets and others. Regarding income statement, the company increased a high level of cash. The short-term account receivable rose strongly because of the change of the credit policy for the domestic customers, but this helped the system be more effective and competitive in local market. Long-term assets are also higher, which are mainly the factories of the company and investment in new farm at subsidiary. Next is Loc will introduce about vertical analysis and ratio analysis.
Right. We can continue to look at the vertical analysis income statement. From the income statement, it is apparent that financial expenses, selling expenses, and general and administration expenses stay at the remained rate. The difference between 2016 and 2017 in cost structures were only the change of cost of sales was from 52 to 53%. This allowed the company to gain the same percentage of the profit as the last year. According to the balance sheet, generally there were several grammatical changes. First of all, while the short-term access witnessed a decrease from 64 to 59%. The long-term access number, on the other hand, shifted an increase by 5%. The most notable change happened in accounts receivable long-term from 74% to 155%, which allows the company to receive a fair amount of access in the future. All the numbers change unremarkably, including cash and inventories, whereas the long-term liability stays uh, constant with a rate of 2%. The current liabilities went up to 29% in 2017. It was notable that the short-term borrowings decreased from 5% to 1%, and the owner equities were 6 not 69%, which is above 50%, which means that's a good sign for the company that they will continue to use equity to operate company. Okay, let's move on. Ratio analysis. First of all, the liquidity ratios. The current ratio from 2016 to 2017 show that it was from 2.89 in 2016, while it was 1.99 in 2017. The current ratio of the company remain in the safe ranges, which proves its capability in dealing with short-term liabilities. Because of these figures, creditors have sufficient trust in lending Vinamilk short-term debt, facilitating Vinamilk's working capital. The quick ratio in 2016 was 2.16. The quick ratio was always higher than 1 during the year and even lower than 1.6 in 2017. Comparing to current ratio, quick ratio had a significant decrease, which means inventory contribute with high rate in the short-term access. Let's move on to efficiency ratio. From 2016 to 2017, net working capital turnover of Vinamilk were higher than 1.5. However, the number decreased slightly in 2017. It could be explained that short-term access underwent a slight rise in 2017, which leads working capital turnover decreased steadily. The inventory turnover opposite to the net working capital turnover. This number in 2017 increased. It could be said that consumption percentage was less than rate of production because of high increase ending inventories, which play as backup to satisfy production demands. Receivable turnover, there's no reticle bad obligations were acquired amid the year. Since mid-November 2017, the company have some change some policy, and these changes promoted an expansion in receivable from client and make receivable turnover proportion decline from to 21.3 to 17.6. The payable turnover in 2017 slightly decreased from the rate of 2016 10.26 to 8.121. This showed that the Vinamilk was greatly creditable and a reliable customer of supplier. The firm surely can betray debt. About the capital structure, from debt access ratio, this ratio increased from 0.24 to 0.31, which were below 0.35. It was good to maintain roughly 7%, 70% of equity in the total assets. And the debt equation equity ratio, the policy that mentioned in payable turnovers contribute increase in debt to uh, equity ratio during the year from 0.31 to 0.45. About the possibility ratios, the net profit margin in 2017 were unchanged and acceptable. Uh, ROE from 0.44 in 2017 to 0.43 show that Vinamilk was very good at maintaining ROE and follow the trend to reach sustainable development. ROA stay at 0.34, which were really impressive in Vietnam as well in the world. In dairy industry, Vinamilk's ROA was spectacular. Um, the Vinamilk knew how to turn their equity to boost the bottom line. So in conclusion, the financial performance of the enterprise consists of the fair numbers, while the other are in good index, uh, particularly indicators such as total excess equity, share capital, and total liabilities experience uptrend steadily years by years. Vinamilk showed their efforts in controlling a high level of cash. In the ratio analysis, the company also saw great result in managing debt, liability, and equity with positive ROA and ROE. Though there was a vast amount of liability, Vinamilk did not face any difficulties in paying debt because of lack amount of access. Along with that, the future vision of Vinamilk is promising via the investment in R&D activities. However, the company should consider the growth of the competitors, um, so they should take advantage of the current situation to build a specific competitive strategy in order to enhance the share market. Okay, thank you for listening.